Hello, Andy here again from the Greeny Flat. Welcome to episode 3 of our series and on the home energy retrofit of this old fibro cottage next to the Greeny Flat. So I've just been under the house with the termite inspector. Everything's fine, there's no termites, there's a little bit of borer in a couple of the pieces of wood, a little bit of rot under the bathroom, but basically everything's fine. So here we are under the house and you can see that piece of wood that has borer damage in it. It's right next to another one that's just fine. According to our pest inspector, borer doesn't travel from one piece of wood to another, it just lives inside a piece of wood until it's ready to come out. So there's no huge hurry, but we will have to replace that piece of wood at some point. And there you can see there's a bit more rot in the framing underneath the bathroom. Not too big of a deal, but it all just demonstrates why it's really important to get these periodic pest inspections to make sure that nothing's going seriously wrong in these old houses. Around here on the south side of the building, you'll see that the ground level is very close to the floor of the building. The other problem is under the floor in this area there's no ventilation. So we're going to try to come up with a way to use this area. Let me take that piece of insulation out. That hole there goes straight through into the subfloor area. So we're going to try to figure out a way to vent the underfloor area through that space. And that space continues all the way along, so we should be able to allow some ventilation all the way along the south side. And we'll also dig the ground down a bit so that there's more room between the ground and the timber framing. So we figured out a solution, and here you see George installing foam insulation in between the floor joists. Now, this is a special type of insulation that's made to fit snugly in between the floor joists and stay in place, and you can see where George's fingers are tucked in underneath it that there's a bit of an airspace there. And this photo was taken a bit later and shows the complete solution that we came up with. So we put the insulation in with the airspace underneath it. Then we installed insect screen down the face of the wall, put those wooden blocks over the top of the insect screen to create an airspace, and then wrap the insect screen up on the face of the wooden blocks. So this will allow air to come up between those wooden blocks and then vent the underfloor area through the airspace. So those are some of the fiddly and time-consuming little jobs that we need to get done while we're waiting for the windows to arrive. Thanks for watching. You can find lots more information about the project at greenyflat.com.au, including the previous 2 episodes in this series.